Okay, Chris, so I just did a really good interview with Mike Mall about LinkedIn. So I wanted to go in and so what we've done in the past here, whoops, let me get to the calendar. Discard is today. So you did a fantastic job. When I go in here, I've got the links to everything I need, Google Docs. I just went in there. I've got everything I need, his bio, all his notes, great. And then the Basecamp link, you gave me the link to the Basecamp, which I think, I'm not sure this is the answer. You gave me the link to the Basecamp pre-production meeting. I don't need that anymore. Now I need post-production. Okay, so let's go back and look at pre-production, because here we've got start the podcast post-production toolkit. You should do that. So that should be done and then put in my calendar, because we're trying to save me steps, right? Copy Basecamp post-production link to calendar. So these are yours and they're not checked off yet. And I think it's a little confusing. So let's go back to the super toolkit and say here, super toolkit. Okay, so post pre-production. Okay, let's go in here. Your big process. Okay. So I've done this, guest spot, admin, you've done all this, right? Audit application, complete sent, you've done this. And then, well, this is kind of misleading. Admin, accepted or denied. Well, it's not really the admin, it's me. So you're sending it. So I think what we should do, I don't know how we do that because I don't really have a section in here. So hold on. Start the post. Okay, so start the post. Okay, so we're at the end. So you've done all this, and then at the end you should be doing this. Copy Basecamp into calendar link. If denied, remove host off calendar. Okay. So this part sticks out because you don't know. I'm asking you. You don't know if it's accepted or denied. So that doesn't really belong there. So how do I tell you if it's been denied? Yeah, I don't know. This is a tricky wicket. Pardon me? Right. But it's the only thing I have, but I guess we'll have that. You're right. Let's worry about that later. Okay. So hold on. Okay, so hold on. Let's see what we have here. Add a group. You're right. We shouldn't worry about that. I only have one. It doesn't matter if I only have one. It's an important one. So Chris, because we can add my name. Everything else is a position. So we're going to say if accepted or denied. Okay. So then move through system. Do you know what? This still doesn't make sense because if you accept it, now you're creating. Okay, hold on. This is getting confusing because I'm looking at this here and it's in here, but I'm doing the interview here. So this Basecamp link shouldn't be in here because this is the interview. I already did the intro meeting. That's where I was getting confused. So you're sending me a pre-production for the host, and now I'm looking at that and I'm going back and thinking, but we already approved him because he's got an interview. So that link, okay, so hold on. So we can fix this, but this goes in the intro meeting link that we had last week. Intro meeting Mike Mall. Okay, so here we go. So that's fine when we have it for there. This is the mistake we're making. So, okay, so let's go back here. So Chris accepted or denied. So okay, so hold on. Intro meeting booked. Did they leave review? Headshot, great. Start the post-production. We don't know. Now, 90% of them, okay, I guess we should take this one. 90% of them are approved, but the ones that are not, so I think, okay, so then if we ask Chris if it's accept or denied, this step should come after that. Okay, so let's go here. All right, oops. Okay, is it accepted or denied? So this will be in our pre-production in interview. So hold on. You've done that headshot. Start the post-production. Copy post-production link to calendar. Okay, but here we should have insert, copy Basecamp pre-production to calendar intro meeting on calendar. Make sense? Okay. So now this shows up in my this shows up in my pre-production meeting, and then when I get it, it's gonna show up. I'll follow the link and there'll be two things in here. Did I approve it? I click it, you'll be notified, and then you can continue. And now you'll go, okay, great. Now I start post-production, copy can't talk. I tried to say 4 words at the same time. Copy Basecamp host post-production to the calendar for the interview, right? So then we don't need, I guess we should move this. Hold on, bear with 1 second. Bear with me, everyone. I'm just a few minutes late. Give me 10 meeting with Chris. Sorry, I had a meeting with them, but because Kaisel's in school, it's hard to get a hold of her. Okay, no worries. Okay, so accepted or denied, you start post-production, you copy it to the calendar, and so if it's, yeah. And if accept, so we'll put it up here. If denied, remove host event off calendar that was booked. If denied, remove host event off calendar that was booked. Oh, okay, we should do that. That wasn't clear. If denied, remove host podcasts, because we call it the host interview, off the calendar. Okay. That was not clear. If denied, remove, we'll just call it, yeah, well, I guess, host podcast interview off the calendar that was booked. It's usually next month. Okay. So if it's denied, you just take it off the calendar. That way we're not holding spots that are still there. Perfect. So that's going to go in pre-production. Make sense? Okay. Now in post-production, let's go here. So that will show up I'm going to go here in pre-production. I'm going to get a link to their notes. I'm going to get a link to Basecamp. Only 2 things are going to be left because you did everything else, and it's going to be, Chris, do you accept or deny? And then you finish it up, and then you move it to post-production, right? And then here, oops, sorry, where am I today? Then when I land here, and today's a unique day because usually I do all my host shows. It's just he's a special situation because of the time zone and stuff, but I usually do them all in one spot. Then I'm going to get the link for post-production because you're going to do that for me because it just takes too much time. When I'm doing a regular day where I've got like 6 interviews, I don't have time to be I got 10 minutes in between interviews, so I don't have time to even copy and paste these. So we're going to go here, post-production, host post-production toolkit. So then I should get a link in here. Actually, I should get a link in the regular one because this is a toolkit. I should get a link that's going to be all set up for me. So host post-production, let's go here. So right now, Mike Mall is not set up for me, correct? Okay. We're going to do that together. So just so we're clear, toolkit post-production. Here we go. We interviewed him. Okay, we're going to copy post-production. So it's those little things that trip us up because I was like, wait. And this is why I don't do it myself because it's such a long process. It takes longer and it's so fantastic. Other weeks I've gone there, you had them all set up for me. I think this week too, because it was such short notice, we pulled him in. He gave a really good interview though. It was worth it. So, but I still think we had some hicks of communication of what went where in the calendar. Okay, it's loading. All right, so now we've got, okay, Mike Mall. Okay, so here I will continue with what I normally do. I do all this, and then everything else is still good for you. Everything else is working. Okay, perfect. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because it got a little wonky. So now we know pre-production, we put the pre-production link, post-production, we put the post-production link. You're doing excellent with the Google Docs, and you're doing excellent filling out the funnel spreadsheet. All right. Okay, I will send this to you. I'll get this sorted for you today to move on. All right. Thanks. Bye.